7:30. All right. Well, everybody, welcome. I'm glad you're here. This is your first time, or if you've been here several different times. My name is Michael. I am in Oklahoma City. I've been doing doTERRA for about 3-4 years, somewhere around there, starting about 2021. It's been great. It's changed my life. But we are appreciate you. I'm glad you're here at the Wellness Solutions Workshop. There's a few things about this workshop. Is it's helpful to have a pen and paper and ready to take notes and write down questions. This workshop will be about an hour long, and you'll want to stay until the end because there's also a giveaway. It's a very helpful gift. You'll want it, trust me. And and you'll be using the chat feature throughout the workshop. So we're gonna warm that up. Go ahead and find the chat feature. It's down below on the screen. Click on it and tell us where you're from, which I think someone already started on there. Bobby, do it. Nevada, Missouri. We got people all over the place. Oh. Okay. Okay. You can go to the next slide, I think. I'm ready. Okay. Hopefully people know where the chat slide is at. We're going to be using that chat feature throughout the section. So hopefully, but so we always our workshops to be personable and helpful to you. So let's start with a personal assessment if for you and family. So what areas of health
Did we lose Michael? Yes? Okay. If you guys, I can take over if you guys want to help me out when he comes back. Can you guys hear me?
Haley, or Sarah, I'm here, but my screen is frozen. So you can just go ahead and go.
No, you're good. Just don't do your video. I think sometimes that glitches people. Don't do your video and talk. You're good.
Okay. I took the video off, so I guess I'll go ahead and talk. But I can't see the screen, so I don't know what's on the screen, so I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. But go ahead and comment, and I don't know where I left off, but we're here for you. And so comment in the chat where you want to work on. 1, digestive issues. 2, headaches, pain, and inflammation. 3, immune system issues. 4, stress and anxiety. 5, energy and stamina. 6, sleep issues. 7, blood sugar regulation. I think you'll be excited at the many options that you'll have to take care of the root issue of your health. So put a comment in the chat. Which one would you like to work on today? I can't see the chat if people are putting stuff in the chat. So, but we're going to look at modern versus natural approach. So we're going to look at the 2 different approaches to health as we begin this workshop. Before we do, I want to share a few studies for you. The FDA estimates that 200,000 Americans are hospitalized every year because of overdoses and side effects of NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs such as Advil, ibuprofen, and aspirin. They are also the causes of thousands of deaths per year. Even Tylenol, acetaminophen, is known to cause liver damage to if used to the excess. If you would like the supporting study, let your wellness advocate know. I share this information because it reflects our modern approach to medicine. In the modern approach, we turn to pills prescription as
Sarah, we lost him again if you want to take over. Thanks.
Thank you. Okay. So we are on, I'm just gonna kind of just go from where I think he ended. So we share this info because it reflects our modern approach to medicine. So in the modern approach, we turn to pills and prescriptions as a primary solution to address physical problems and symptoms. These can have dangerous side effects and even risk of addiction. Because this approach often focuses on symptoms, root causes can often get overlooked. In addition, we're looking at $6.5 trillion spent each year on global healthcare. Are we any healthier? Let's check out that natural approach. In that approach, we focus on the root causes and use a plant-based approach because our body recognizes plant sources. Next. So what creates diseases in the body? So now let's shift gears and look at disease. So there are three main factors that cause disease in the body: nutrient deficiency, inflammation, and toxic overload. So nutrition is at the core of our immune function. When our nutrition buckets in our body are filled, we function optimally with energy, clarity of thinking, good mood, great sleep, and little to no inflammation. You guys, hands, little to no inflammation, I'm there. According to the Environmental Working Group, so we have that chart, 95% of the US adults are deficient in vitamin D, 94% are deficient in vitamin E, and 61% are deficient in magnesium. The nutrition buckets in our bodies are not full, which means most of us do not have great baseline health. So the results of nutrition deficiency varies by body, but I'm going to list a few for you. Inflammation, headaches, lack of sleep, foggy thinking, lack of energy, and digestive issues. Poor nutrition is the #1 cause of poor health. So what causes inflammation? The biggest contributors are sugar. It's nearly in everything we consume now. Stress and lack of sleep, toxins in our environment, and bad oils share, so like vegetable and canola. Chronic inflammation is linked to diseases like autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, cardiovascular diseases like high blood pressure and heart disease, gastrointestinal disorders like inflammatory bowel disease, also known as IBS, headaches, metabolic diseases like type 2 diabetes, lung diseases like asthma, mental illnesses like depression, and joint pain. You guys will have to tell me what slide whoever takes over, because I don't have this part memorized. It wasn't supposed to be. So this is toxic load. Toxic load is the third area we are looking at as a source for disease and refers to the chemicals in our body that build up from our environment, processed foods, pesticides used, and personal care products. The Product Safety Commission tested and found 150 cleaning chemicals, 150 cleaning chemicals that are linked to ADD, asthma, cancer, reproductive problems, respiratory problems, and more. We can't always control what we come into contact with outside the home, but we can make smarter choices in our homes. So what do we do with all this? All right, I'm going to introduce our next speaker, Ani.
Thank you, Sarah. As you know, my name is Ani, and I'm from California, and I have been using the oil since 2015, and I just love empowering other women to lead a healthier lifestyle using our products, our non-toxic natural products. We're just about ready to see our first health solution. However, before we do that, let's go in the chat feature once again. Who here uses a supplement? Think of vitamin C, D, E. Maybe you take a multivitamin or an omega. So if you could just let us know what you're using, any kind of supplement, and put what you can, put that in the chat, please. Okay, we've got some LLV, Lifelong Vitality. That's our doTERRA supplements. Let's see what else. We've got some other types of some vitamins. Zendocrine, D3, K2, DDR prime, great info. Okay, now let's take a quick peek at the supplement industry. A study by the FDA from 2007 to 2015 2016 detected contaminants in 776 dietary supplements produced by 146 companies. Another study of three leading memory supplements found that 2 of them didn't even contain the active ingredient listed on the label. That's kind of scary. The supplement industry is not heavily regulated. Products can contain lots of fillers and not much of the ingredients listed. If you have any reservations or hesitation as to whether a product would work for you or not, this information can support you. As I mentioned, the supplement industry is not heavily regulated. Here's a story from a fellow wellness advocate whose son works in a health store. He told his mother that when a supplement on the shelf is tested and found to be missing an active ingredient listed on the label, the store has up to 9 months to remove the product from the shelves. That's very concerning because our standard American diet is deficient in most vitamins and nutrients. It's necessary to supplement to get our body what it needs to function properly at a baseline level. So let's make sure we're using these using safe and effective supplements. And let's look and ready to learn about our first health solution. So we've got Lifelong Vitality. doTERRA is known for its safe and effective oils. But did you know that LLV, Lifelong Vitality supplements, are doTERRA's best-selling product because they effectively address all 3 diseases, areas we just mentioned: nutrient deficiency, inflammation, and toxic overload. I guess think of this as the necessary foundation of your health house. This line supports cleaning and filtering out the toxins. These are great supplements, food nutrient, cellular repair, and your omegas. So this line is your micronutrients. Lifelong Vitality fills the nutrient buckets in your body. It contains powerful antioxidants to help protect our DNA. It's made with whole food ingredients, 95% bioavailable for your body. The average supplement, I believe, is about 20 to 30% bioavailable. This product has gotten more people off their over-the-counter and prescription drugs more than any other doTERRA products. I would like to invite, I believe, Candice, would you like to share your testimonial on the LLV?
Sure, Ani.
Thank you.
I'm not going to stop sharing my screen because every time I do something, it messes things up. So, but my name is Candice, and I've been with doTERRA since 2015. I'm a scientist turned rancher, and I really love these products. Now, I didn't use Lifelong Vitality for many, many years because I didn't even know doTERRA had supplements. I only used the oils. And I had a really bad time with head tension. I would actually have episodes that, put me on the couch curled up or in bed, and I absolutely could not function. And I finally found a doctor who put me on some prescription medication that really helped me, but it came with side effects. And I called it my zombie medication because that's what I felt like. I could function, I could get basic things done, but I was just not all there, just not very good brain function. So this went on for years, and someone told me about Lifelong Vitality. And I asked them, I said, why should I be taking Lifelong Vitality? And they said, well, because it makes me feel good. So I said, good enough for me. I'm going to give it a try. And this went on for several months that I was taking Lifelong Vitality, and all of a sudden it occurred to me I was having less and less of these debilitating episodes. And by the time I went in for my regular checkup a year later, I actually had none of these episodes, no head tension, and was able to get off of my prescription medication. So that's why I love Lifelong Vitality. I won't go a day without it. And even if you don't have those kind of issues, Lifelong Vitality really it gives you energy and does make you feel really good. So that's my Lifelong Vitality testimony.
Thank you, Candace. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, so I'd like to invite you to take a look at this slide. You'll see some interesting statistics here. These clinical trial results are based on the blood work taken before and after subjects took doTERRA lifelong vitality supplements for 2 months while continuing their normal diet and exercise habits. This is the difference that can be experienced when you begin taking bioavailable nutrient-dense supplements like LLV. I consider LLV part of my food budget and would urge you to do the same. It's less than a cup of coffee at your favorite coffee place. And if you purchase it through our customer rewards program, LRP, you also get points to get future products for free. Okay, let's now focus on gut health, specifically lifelong vitality paired with PB Restore and Terrazyme is our highest recommendation. As we know, the gut plays a vital role in our overall health and well-being. Often called our second brain, the gut is vital in everything from our weight to our immune function to our mental wellness. doTERRA PB Restore Probiome Complex is patented dual capsule delivery system. It's a unique formulation of 30 pre, pro, and postbiotics that help restore microbial diversity and balance for optimal microbiome health. With this unique dual encapsulation delivery system, it protects the sensitive probiotic cultures from stomach acid, delivering it safely and effectively to your gut. 18 billion colony-forming units of probiotics. Good bacteria consists of 24 active cultures. Unparalleled variety of carefully selected strains from 22 different species for exceptional microbial diversity. Maintains healthy intestinal microflora balance. It supports our healthy digestive and immune system, as well as our GI tract, especially intestines and colon. It supports our optimal metabolism and food absorption. Basically, it's when you have a healthy microbiome with good bacteria, the bad bacteria has harder time doing its dirty work. Terrazyme, which I love, is doTERRA's digestive enzyme. It includes a variety of whole food enzymes that help with digestion, can be taken with every meal, and it supports healthy digestion and metabolism and the conversion of food nutrients to cellular energy. It also promotes gastrointestinal comfort and food tolerance, and it has 10 active food enzymes. Now I'm going to invite Tracy to go over MetaPWR, I believe next, right?
Yeah.
I hope so. Yes. Okay.
Thanks,
Tracy?
Ani.
Of course.
I'm Tracy and I live in northeastern Nevada, and I've been in doTERRA 2021, I believe. So fairly new. So now what we're going to do is a little bit of interaction. We're going to head into the second section of our workshop, and I want to make sure that you're with me. So find your chat feature now. And I want you to put what percentage has diabetes increased since the 1960s? What do you think? Okay, 90%, 110, 100, 45. Not even close. It's almost 700%. That's mind-blowing to me. And how long does it take the average American to consume the same amount of sugar that our ancestors from 200 years ago would consume in a year? A month, 2 weeks, month. Okay, the answer is 2 weeks. That also is mind-boggling to me too. Just goes to show you how sad and how much sugar we have in our food these days. Only 6.8% of the population have optimal cardiometabolic health. That means that 93% of Americans do not have optimal cardiometabolic health. So now we're going to talk about the MetaPWR system. It was specifically designed to tackle poor cardiometabolic health. This is your macronutrient line. It pairs beautifully with your lifelong vitality, our micronutrient line. The MetaPWR line does 3 things. It addresses cellular repair that leads to aging, addresses blood sugar regulation, and supports the inhibiting of fat absorption into cells. Let's talk about lifespan and health span. While we can't do anything about our chronological age, we can do something about our metabolic age. The average American spends the last 14 years of their life in a state of declining health and difficulty completing everyday tasks. What if we could be empowered to change that? The MetaPWR system is the first and only system that synergistically supports a healthy metabolism, curbs cravings, sustains normal range glycemic and insulin response evenly throughout the day, and it naturally promotes cellular energy. Those using this line have reported improvements in eyesight, energy, pain, neuropathy, sleep, skin and hair growth, mood, mobility, and strength. It actually causes your body to build muscle. So now, before we get into too many details of MetaPWR, let's look at a few of the benefits in these before and afters. The young lady on the top has been using MetaPWR for 4 months. She's had amazing results, specifically with improvements on her face, eyes, and hair. The gentleman on the bottom left experienced improved skin elasticity, darker hair growth. He got his blood work taken after 3 weeks on the MetaPWR, and this is what it showed. A 40% decrease in his cholesterol, 25-point decrease in his LDL, and 57-point decrease in triglycerides. On the right side, you see a 58-year-old woman who has red spots on her arms. Anytime she bumped herself, they would appear. The doctors biopsied and said it's just what happens when you get older. After using MetaPWR for just 3 months, the spots are totally gone. She has seen other changes too, like a 60-pound weight loss, thicker hair, her nails are growing, and she also has a lower A1C. I want to highlight one of my favorite MetaPWR products. It's the MetaPWR Advantage. This is doTERRA's collagen. Unlike any other on the market, this product includes 9 types of collagen, over 70% tripeptides, so your body absorbs it 12 times more than other collagens. A peptide is simply a large protein chain. Too large for your body to break down and use for its full benefit. When it's broken down into tripeptides, simply smaller protein chains, the body can absorb and utilize them in their entirety. Advantage comes in small packets with freeze-dried collagen and other nutrients to mix with 4 to 6 ounces of cold water. The Advantage promotes healthy biological aging and improves health span by helping your aging cells. It activates longevity genes. It improves your cognitive function. It supports lean muscle and connective tissue. It improves skin density, elasticity, and firmness. If you love science and knowing how and why these products work, you can ask your wellness advocate to send a deep dive recording for the Lifelong Vitality and the MetaPWR. And I'm just going to share my story with Advantage. Been on it almost 2 years since it came out. Went to the eye doctor in April, and my eyesight improved greatly. I went from a 2.75 down to a 2.25 now. So I'm loving it, and it's also helping with the inflammation in my joints and my body. And I'm like Candace, I will not go a day without it. So now we're going to change direction and head down the road to oils. doTERRA is mostly known for their essential oils, so we need to look at why they lead the world in this area. And I'm going to give it to you, Sarah.
Thanks, my beautiful friend. Hi, guys. My name is Sarah Collins. I'm in Casper, Wyoming. I have 2 little boys. We raise sheep and goats. Majority of the time, I'm a hot mess, but I make it look good, I promise you. So let's dive into the next section. So this is an independent study. doTERRA oils were found to be in the research, Roseman University of Health Science. So they were found in this study that they are therapeutically relevant in cell growth and rejuvenation, metabolic health, and healthy inflammatory responses. Essential oils from different competitors had minimal effects. They concluded that the therapeutic potential of essential oils is highly dependent on the complete composition of the oil. Sourcing, processing, and characterization are critical. You'll find 2 articles about Roseman University and the work they have done on essential oils in the resource file that your wellness advocate can share with you. But I want you to put a yes in the chat if you would like that resource right now. So sorry, it always freezes. So when an oil is truly pure, they do not include fillers. Did you know that? There are no synthetic ingredients and there's no dilution. Independent lab tests show that the majority of brands available to consumers aren't pure. I can post a link to that study at the end of this class if you guys would like. doTERRA sources their oils from plants grown in their ideal environments. This makes all the difference for the chemical profile and the therapeutic effectiveness of the oil. Every batch of doTERRA oil is tested for ideal chemistry and consistency so that our oils do what we expect them to do. Over 54 tests are done on each batch of doTERRA oils, from the farmer to the consumer. Our doTERRA oils can be used topically, aromatically, and generally internally. People turn to doTERRA because they want safe, affordable, and effective solutions for their family's health. So let's look at what that means exactly. Many look for safe and effective solutions that don't have dangerous side effects or the risk of addiction. We just mentioned independent lab tests show that 80 to 90% of oils on the market have contaminants and synthetic markers. We suggest never ingesting another brand. doTERRA recognized that the essential oil industry didn't have a standard for purity, the ensured safety. So they created, a new standard, CPTG, which means Certified Pure Tested Grade, to raise the bar throughout the essential oils industry. This standard is beyond organic and includes significant testing that isn't cheap. doTERRA will invest to ensure that you have the most effective, safest products because that is the best for you. Many doTERRA oils are safe to ingest. If it can be ingested, it will have a food grade label on the bottle. So let's go down, or to the side, I guess. Girls with the burns on the chest to the right. So these 2 sisters were spending the night at their grandma's house, or we would call it Nana. They were used to putting doTERRA lavender oil on their chest just before bed to help them relax and go to sleep. Grandma was out of doTERRA lavender, so she used a backup from another company in her cabinet that she had bought at a health food store and figured it's just lavender, so it should work, right? The girls ended up with chemical burns, with scars almost a year later. I'm not saying that this will be your reaction with other essential oils. However, it is important that you understand the risks. doTERRA oils are safe to use at any age, from newborn babies to great grandma, which we teach a continuing education on. Brand matters for safety. This is my favorite slide. So affordability and effectiveness. Let's look at affordability and effectiveness. Believe it or not, affordability is one reason people turn to doTERRA. Oils are 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs. This means a little goes a long way. So let's illustrate this. Using the chat feature, I want you to make a guess. A recent test of Costco peppermint oil showed that it was not 100% essential oil, 100% peppermint oil. How much peppermint is in the Costco peppermint oil bottle? Lay it on me. 8, 70, 60, 10. Good guesses. I like it, Ani. Just 10%, you guys. How sad. So when you use the doTERRA CPTG oil, you get 100%, not 10, 100% of the oil, making it much cheaper than other options that may be diluted. Some fun facts about affordability. Each 15 milliliter bottle has 250 drops of essential oil in it. One dose equals 2 drops, 1 to 2 drops. On average, it's about $1 or less for treatment. Here's an essential oil tip. When you are treating any kind of infection, disease, or ailment, it is always better to use less oil more frequently throughout the day. Using 8 drops of an oil on a wound at one time will not be more effective than using 1 drop of oil on a wound every 2 to 3 hours throughout the day. So use less more frequently. Effectiveness. This is one of my most favorite microbiology lessons. For our scientists in the workshop, we do know that this is a very simplified lesson, so I apologize. So here we go. Our body is made up of cells. Each cell is surrounded by an oily membrane intended to protect it. It keeps the good in and the bad out. And I always use my fist when I teach this at classes. When you have a bacterial infection, so you see that green blob, you get an antibiotic to help you because the bacteria grows on the outside of that cell. But viruses are different and proliferate on the inside of the cell. Essential oils, unlike many or most modern medicine, can penetrate the cell membrane and help stop the duplication of a virus and support your immune system to heal faster. When you have essential oils on hand, you can begin to support the healing of your body immediately, instead of paying a copay and waiting to see the doctor, and for us, the fuel costs and all of the things that come with it. So now I want to go ahead and introduce Ani back because she is the backup plan.
Oh, okay. So there are so many oils to support our immune system. So let's look at this, and here's a few. I'm going to show you my keychain. I love this keychain. I carry it with me when I travel, or it's actually, I usually have on my keychain, but I just took it off for the class. So I think there's a question, but we'll answer all the questions probably at the end. So let's look. I carry this, and I have most of the oils, and it changes a lot depending on where I'm going. Let me share a little bit about, it's so hard to choose one. So we want to talk about one, and but I kind of, okay. So let's take a look at On Guard. On Guard, especially this time when weather's changing, I love On Guard. It's so helpful. It is the protector. It's natural immune defense. I love adding a few drops in my hot water for tea. Whenever I feel a little bump, little soreness in my throat, or anyone in the family, I love adding a drop or two of On Guard. And I also love adding it with some lemon. So let's see. It stops the growth of viruses and bacteria, as kind of Sarah was just demonstrating. Diffused, it cleans the air of airborne pathogens. I love diffusing this, especially my son started a new job today. So I told him, hey, take your diffuser and have it. He's like, Mom, don't start right now. I have to see what the office is like, just because it's also always protecting us. It soothes the sore throats. It can help knock it out. The key thing is to use it frequently. Less is more. We use it, you know, a drop or two, but more often. And just a quick, adding it to a diffuser bracelet, absolutely. So one thing about each one, oregano. I love oregano. It was the first oil my daughter used when we got our top 10 oils. She just opened it up. I think she was like 15 years old. She used to get lots of warts on her leg, on her knees. And we learned that it helps with warts. And she kept on putting it neat without anything. It gets a little bit red. So I highly recommend, you know, to use it with a fractionated coconut oil, but it helps a lot. Tea tree, great for skin, everything skin. I love using it the minute I get a little pimple or whatever it may be. It is a great tool for skin. And then, of course, frankincense. I mean, how could you not? It's the king of oils. And I love putting a drop roof of my mouth daily in the morning. And I love using it over my skincare, over my moisturizer. And we can go over any more details later on. Medicine cabinet basics. So this is part of the top 10 oils, the 5 that I showed before, and these 5s. So imagine a medicine cabinet filled with safe and effective oils without added addictive properties and excuse me, side effects that'll be ready at a moment's notice to address life's emergencies. So here are a few basics. Again, in my keychain, I have the lemon, lavender, which is our Swiss Army knife of oils, peppermint, very refreshing. But I'm gonna have to choose probably digestion because it's something that I use pretty much daily. It really supports my digestive system. I love adding it to my water before a meal. I love rubbing it around my belly button in a circular motion. And then sometimes it also supports if you have the opposite, you know, and you have tummy issues and the runs, and you can do it the opposite effect. Let's see. It's an oil that I kind of use before I go out to dinner because I eat pretty, in general, I eat pretty healthy. And so the minute I go out to dinner, I can have problems. So I need this oil always on hand for me, especially when I'm traveling. It's great for acid reflux, bloating, gas, indigestion, diarrhea, and also can be used for nausea. And when we were at convention last year, I believe, I was getting this, I was just I had a headache, and it just, I didn't know what was wrong with me. And I believe it was Candace told me, take out your digestion. And I put it around kind of right here underneath like my side of the nose, and it completely took it away. So a lot of our oils have dual purposes, and I love it. And of course, Breed, you cannot go wrong with Breed. It's something that we need for, it supports us for snoring, asthma, congestion. It's an oil that I love pairing with lavender and diffusing at nights to get a great night's sleep. Okay, next slide, please. Pain and inflammation. We learned at the beginning of this workshop that inflammation is a cause of disease. doTERRA has a safe, effective, non-addictive tools. The oils and products on the screen are some of my favorites to address pain and inflammation. I'm literally using this on a daily basis because of my back issues and my sciatica. So I love this family of oils. Deep Blue is a must-have for muscle and joint pain, joint health. Not only does it relieve pain and tension, it's amazing oils in supporting the muscle, the joint, and the bone healing. Alleviates back pain. And of course, when it's so much like mine, I do the oil, then I top it with the Deep Blue rub or the Deep Blue stick. And then Copaiba soft gels and the Deep Blue polyphenols is something that I didn't use as much before. Now, because of my pain, I take Deep Blue polyphenol, Copaiba soft gels, along with, gosh, help me out for inflammation. I can't think of the oil right now. I take 3 soft gels every night, turmeric. Thank you, Haley. And it's been a lifesaver. I have not taken any Motrin or any Tylenol. So basically, the Copaiba as well supports our body systems, heart, nerves, respiratory, immune, and skin. It's basically our CBD replacement, and it can be very helpful for ADD and ADHD. Next slide is mood and emotional support. We'll wrap this section with these oils, and they're great for, like I said, emotional support. If I had to choose a favorite, I mean, I love them all, but my first love for doTERRA was Serenity. I love all the therapeutic benefits. I use it as my perfume, and as I've kind of evolved with the doTERRA. I pair it with balance, and I love them together. It is my scent pretty much every day. I don't use perfume anymore. And let's see. Serenity is a great, it's not just for sleep. I diffuse it at night in my diffuser, but I use it during the day just to keep me calm. And especially if you have any, if you get nervous a lot and whatever it may be. So it's great, helpful for fussy babies. I call it like, I just love it more than lavender, but it does a lot of the same as lavender and more. Let's see, adaptive is newer. Especially some of you, if you've been in doTERRA for a while, adaptive is more recent, and it is perfect for anxiety and balancing your mood. Okay, next slide. I think we have one more unless, oh, no, I don't. Okay, thank you. I think who is gonna be wrapping it up?
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
try
sure.
to wrap it up. So
All
if
right,
I
go for it.
disappear, Sarah, hop right in and just close up shop.
Of course.
So I never imagined myself really doing the business when I first started out. Bobby got me set up and everything going, and she quickly asked me if I wanted to do it as a business. So I kind of was hesitant, and I eventually just said yes, and I hopped right in. I was really hesitant more because I've done a network marketing business before in the past, and it just failed. But I love this business and what it has done for me. I've been able to been able to make a difference and change people's lives in a significant way, whether it be their health, their emotions, or financially. It's very flexible, so you can work whenever you want to work. It's convenient for you and your family. And you also make friends. I would have never made friends with the people that are on the screen today or in this class today if it wasn't for doTERRA. And my life has been different because of it. doTERRA has changed my life. And if any of this has sparked something in you, talk to the person that invited you or to your wellness advocate, and we can get you more information about the financial workshop that we have recorded. And then if you like the keychain that I had shown during the oils, you can get a free one, and you can host a workshop every week. We host a workshop every week. And you can attend at any time. However, you can bring some friends, families that would enjoy this workshop and put it together, and it would be a gift for you as a host. When you schedule that workshop, you can invite friends outside the community or even those in different countries. But this ideal workshop is for about 5 people, and that is doable, very much so. And then you'll get 5 oils for hosting. For every guest that you have, up to 5 will add a free oil to that keychain as a gift. Let your wellness advocate know if that's something you like to do and you would want, and it brings us joy to help people in doTERRA. So I think it's giveaway time. So, survey, sorry. I flipped too many slides. There we go. There we go. Candace put the survey link in the chat. If you can click on that link and fill out the chat, or you can use the QR code on the screen, and we'll give you a few minutes to fill that out. And then if you could put it down in the chat whenever you finished it, let us know that you're done. It'd be great. Done. I see one done. Okay. Well, thank you for helping your wellness advocate. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. And supporting the people that you love. And then giveaway time. So, did we get everyone in the wheel? Who's doing the wheel?
I did. I just put him in the wheel, so I will spin it really fast. I'm gonna do the Jeopardy song next time, so I'm sorry, everyone. It looks like Maria is the winner.
Woo!
Yay! All right. You want me to take over?
All right. Sure. Thanks, Sarah.
Here you go. You got it. No, you're good. Go ahead. I spin the wheel. You're fine.
Okay. So watch your email, and then we'll have a resource for you. So it's one PDF, I think, MetaPWR, and another of lifelong vitality. They're great PDFs. They're filled with lots of information. So you will enjoy that for sure. So thank you for everyone for being here tonight. We do have this every Monday. Oh yeah, I got one other slide. So in this last hour, we've covered a lot of ground. Hopefully you've been encouraged to consider how doTERRA could be powerful to support your health and wellness. Within the next 48 hours, your wellness advocate will reach out to continue a conversation. They'll answer any questions that you've come to mind and help you find solutions that match your health needs that you indicated on the survey. So in case you've missed that, we'll post the link again, and then we'll say at the beginning, as we said at the beginning, our hearts are here to serve you well. So if you have any questions, seriously, just ask any of us or your wellness advocate. We love to help and to support you. But one last thing, you are not alone on this journey, and we will have support.
I think he's gone. I don't know what happened. Where'd he go? Where'd my little buddy go? All right. Well, we're just super, super grateful that you are here and that you came. So if you have any questions, just get a hold of your wellness advocate and they will follow up with you. But we're super, super grateful you came, Maria. Congratulations again. And we hope to see you tomorrow on Continuing Education. It is Spa, Aroma Touch, and Cynthia the Cells. Right, Haley? All right. Thank you, guys.